Okay, hello students, how are you doing? I'm making this video to show you how to look up peer-reviewed articles on the internet. I want to tell you first that you're very lucky to have this internet resource. When I was in college, if you wanted a peer-reviewed article, you had to go into the basement of the library, find the paper journal, and to top it all off, it was all reference material that you could not leave the library with. So the outcome was many hours sitting in the library reading the paper copy of the journal. So since you have this tool, you should use it. So to get to Google Scholar, you just type scholar.google.com or search for it in another engine. Okay, we're going to use the ecological footprint lab as an example. So to get started, I unclicked include patents. We don't need patents. We just want articles. Okay, so I'm going to type simply ecological footprint. And I can also limit my search so that I only get the most current of references. So let's say between 2000 and 2013, okay? And since this is a scholarly search, we don't need to make any other statements about what kind of journal we want published unless you have a journal in mind that you like to read, okay? Alright, so you get a list of articles, and over here on the right side are PDF links. And most of these will work for the purposes of your search here, but if you get to an article that requires a login or requires for you to purchase the article, let's not worry about that. We'll just move on and look for another reference. So this very first one is working for us here. Okay, the first thing you want to do when you download an article is read the abstract. Make sure that the article is saying something or talking about something that you're interested in reading about. And once you've discerned that, the next thing I recommend you do is you work on the citation. You can make an annotated bibliography while you're reading, which is essentially the citation with a paragraph underneath that explains what information is contained in that article that you might want to use. My baby thinks this is hilarious. So I opened a blank document. All the citation information you need is right here at the top of the article. Okay, so we start with the last name of the first author, first name, and Shauna. Since there's only two, we can write Shauna A. Murray. The last author's name can come first name, then last name. Now remember, I'm no stickler for formatting in citations. Just use whatever citation format you're used to using in your discipline. This is the citation format that I use since I'm an ecologist, and this is the referencing style for the journal Ecology. Okay, now I'm going to say the journal name, Ecological Economics, Journal 37, pages 229 to 255. Now, right under this, I would start writing notes about this, just for when I'm writing my paper. I want to point out one other thing that is important to just keep in mind, that all the information from your textbook was started by scientific peer-reviewed literature, okay? And after a concept has been tested over and over again, we learned that it becomes accepted as a theory and eventually a law. But mostly things stay at the theory level. Only physics really goes to the law level. what you might want to note as you're reading your articles is how many other people have cited this article. So the chain of citation is kind of what builds on scientific concepts. If an article hasn't been cited by many people, it might be that A, the article is not very available, or B, it's very new. But essentially you want to find articles that have been cited by lots of other scientific authors. That is a little measure for you to understand how well known the author might be, and or how valuable the information they're presenting is to the chain of scientific understanding. If you are a Google user like Gmail, you can click on My Citations and store your citations for future reference. Okay. So I would fill this information out and go on, and I would essentially be building a list of citations. And this is a great tool if you're writing a full research report, a research paper in another class. But for this assignment, you're just writing a paper that requires 2 peer-reviewed articles. I hope this helps, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great week.